Okay, we're going to give you a real point of view of a driver's education instructor driving to work. I'm going to talk about safety in real life. First, we got a full moon. And people tend to lose their mind on full moon situations. So we got to be very, very careful. Going through a residential area to pick up a client, you see this intersection? People never stop here unless they're cars. So I could get T-boned from the right because we have the right of way, but people never stop. And you got to stop at the sign, pause for a second. People hate that because they do rolling stops. Now I'm going to move forward. I'm checking left and right. And this car's coming, so I'm not going to pull out. But and there are two buses coming, so I got a bigger gap. I'm going to go. But a lot of beginners just pull out, and that scares your instructor. And it's going to scare your parent. And one thing I need you to do is judge traffic better. Now, real life, you got to go get gas. So I'm going to go get gas. I'm probably going to pause this, or I might keep it on. So you want to merge in when the line is broken. You can see that. A lot of people don't. They'd even stop. A lot of people don't. And I'm going to stop and pause. That's all you need. You blowing that red, it just builds bad habits. We're not that late to work, and you see me looking around, checking traffic, and just keeping it real with you. And that's what you want your instructor to do. And that's what I hope you get from me teaching you how to drive. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I'm in the Midwest. I do driving tutorials, POVs, class, a lot of different things. I think you're definitely going to enjoy it. So I'm not late to work, but we got to keep moving. So I'm looking. I can turn a red, but I'm still looking. And I want to make sure it's clear. See, I got my green arrow. And try to turn in the nearest lane. A lot of beginners go in the wrong lane, and then that's going to cause you to fail. You see me doing those blind spot checks. And then I'm going to get over. Yes, it's a little dark to see me, but you still can hear me. But this is real life, though. Your eyes have to adjust. This is early morning, or it could be evening. So you got to be able to adjust, and your eyes got to adjust. And it's hard for beginners. And then I'm going to merge in just before because I have to get petrol. Now, this is a different driver's car than I'm used to. I had to look on the dashboard. The gas tank is on the passenger side. So I have to pull up. In fact, I'm going to pull up to this pump. And I want to leave room. A lot of beginners get too close or too far away. So you see me pulling up. Also, I can tell you a story about this brick wall. A guy left his truck running. The truck slipped out of gear, put a hole in this wall. Speedway sued them. So whenever you get gas, you want to cut your vehicle off. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this running because this is a real point of view. So my vehicle's in park. I shut it down. I'm going to walk in, keeping it real with you. Always have your key in your hand. Okay, I'm giving you a real perspective. So I'm back in the vehicle, and I got Takis for some of my favorite students. I got a donut with sprinkles because I try to show care and love for my students. And the first thing you do, you get in the car, you put on your seatbelt, right? This is real point of view. I'm showing you things you need to do. It's a crispy morning. It's cold. I had to get gas. I didn't want to risk it. Early on in my career, I would risk it and run out of gas, and that's not a good thing to do. So I feel good now, above a half a tank. Fuel range is about 322 miles, so I feel good. Car's warming up at about 900 RPMs. I put my foot on the brake. But gas stations are dangerous, so I gotta look around and really be careful. So I'm choosing which direction I wanna go out, because the direction you go out can impact, you know, how easy or hard it is. A lot of beginners don't know that. They just pull up and like, So you got to really study the configuration of where you're going. And this isn't in the morning. It's crazy traffic. And again, you might not be able to see me because I'm brown and beautiful. But this is showing you real life of things you got to do. You see me looking left and right. I'm just waiting. And I'm waiting for a gap. Okay, our headlights are pretty clear. This is a Chevy Malibu LT. I'm not sure what year it is. It's a smaller model. As you can tell, I'm really a tall guy, over 6'4", about 260. So, and then I had to make a left turn at this light. So it looks like it's gonna be light traffic, but it could be misleading. So we got this red arrow. This means you stop, and I'm gonna stop behind the stop line. There's sensors in the ground. I don't know if you can see it or not, but when a car is here, the system activates and it gets on the timer. So this is a protected left turn. It's blinking yellow. If it's a big enough gap, I can make my turn. So here's my gap. It looks easy, but that was kind of dangerous, because if you misjudge distance, you're gonna get hit by a car. This is a clover leaf. If you're not careful, you can put your car into the ditch. Ask me how I know. I had a client put the car into the ditch. So I'm at 30 going around, and you see me checking traffic. I'll do one of these in the morning and then one of these on the way home. Okay, so this car doesn't have a lot of horsepower, and I'm pushing it to the floor, and I'm barely at 50. So that was kind of scary, because this is a very low horsepower car to merge out. And now you hear the boost coming in, and it shifted at 4,000. But you can't see this, but there's a loose ground somewhere in the car, and the dashboard is flashing, and that's gonna mess up the computer also too. I'm in the first lane. which is okay, but eventually I want to get to the middle or to the left. But as long as we're moving, that's fine. If you were driving with me, I would get you in the first lane, let you chill for a couple minutes, relax. It takes about 5 to 7 minutes to kind of calm down, and then you start understanding the flow. They're moving about 75 miles an hour. We're at about 65. A lot of you will start staring at those cars to the right merging on. I urge you not to, because you're going to start drifting. Here's a big gap for me. I'm going to get over. You see me checking blind spots. One car has a blinker to the right, the other car does not. So they get a honk on the horn. Now I'm lifting my foot because I don't know what's going on. And you do not see I'm losing my space right now. So I'm looking ahead. But I'm not stressed. I have my gas, my food. I still have a lot of time before I need to be to the lab. I have my stuff for my student of the week. They're going really fast. They're going to either have to cut me off or slam brakes. If you watch this content, and you better be, I try to be smooth. I try to show you best practices, and I'm just chilling. I'm at about 50 right now. The speed limit is 70. In some areas in this region, the speed limit is 75. These lights keep flashing. That kind of concerns me with this car cut off. So that's a little bit of anxiety. And if I purchase this car, I would definitely see what's going on with this electrical system. It could be nothing, but dashboard lights don't flash, and that's a serious issue. So traffic is starting to move. I'm going to get over one lane to the left. And one thing I want you to notice, I'm always checking blind spots. A lot of beginners, they don't check blind spots. I'm at about 68, moving smooth. If I hit the gas too hard, the turbo boost will kick in. And I'm going really smooth right now. I'm moving at a very linear speed, not super aggressive. A lot of beginners will just hit the gas and fly, and then they don't analyze brake lights, and then we rear end someone, and you're crying, looking at me as your instructor, looking at your parents. I don't know what happened, Mom and Dad. You're going too fast. I'm trying to keep a 2-car, 3-car space cushion. I'm checking mirrors. This mirror's a little low. The mirrors were adjusted from last night, but they do move sometime because of the bumps. You see some lines on the road. We've got a warning line to the left, it's yellow. We're in the United States, so warning lines are always on the left. The edge line is the white line to the right. Stay away from semi-trucks. You're not messing with them. A tire could blow up. Something could come off and crack our windshield. Ask me how I know. I had a SS Trailblazer 2008, about 600 horsepower, going to the airport to pick up a client. It's behind a semi-truck. A tire blew. It destroyed my windshield. So now I'm on the brakes again. That guy or lady gave me a warning. And you're probably saying, why are they stopping? Because the flow of the traffic is so congested. Could be a car broken down, a tire, a deer, heaven forbid, a dog on the road. I'm not against big trucks, but this vehicle ahead of me, I can't see around them, and I definitely don't like it. Again, thank God we got gas. But it serves a purpose. When you go get gas, you get your fuel, you can relax a moment, think of others. When you teach, you got to think of others. The reason I'm making this is to help someone around the world, help you, help someone who has anxiety, who's going through different things. And if you're one of those people, reach out to me. I love making tutorials, point of views to help people. And I have some really fun things coming up. Like what? Well, point of view videos, driving on the holidays, point of view gaming, point of view, putting together social media videos and how I do it, and maybe some of your ideas. So, you know, in the comments, you need to give me ideas. Hey, could you make a video on parking? I'll do it. Point of view. I'm buying this truck again, which I don't like, but there's nothing I can do. And if I get too close, I'm going to lose my competitive advantage. I'm going to keep space. It's called a space cushion. The windows are pretty clean on the car, and time is going good. I'm a little tired from last night. I was up editing videos and talking to clients about driver's ed, planning out the rest of the year. So I try to do seasonal content. Pretty soon we're going to have snow, and then this view will be of snow and us going 10 and 30 and the car freezing and people sliding off the road. But then you got to leave an hour and a half early. See, there's a semi truck and something's going on here. And there's that full moon deal. All this is stimulation, and if you're not paying attention, you're going to hit someone, or someone's going to hit us. So I got a lot of eye movement, and that's what, there's that full moon again. So I'm just keeping my space, being real easy on the brakes. Also, I've been thinking about maybe trying to purchase a used Tesla. Again, I kind of have a wish list, and really using that new technology to make a lot of content, because I just put $25 in. So usually every 2 days I put about $25 in, and a lot of you may know how to drive, but you're driving your parents' vehicle. You got to work to drive and pay your insurance and gas, and we have a car being repaired for the fleet. It's going to be about $1,000. You're probably saying why. It needs new brakes, front and back, a new flex pipe. That's the part that connects from the exhaust to the catalytic converter and back. That part was just $110. Now, the mechanic said, well, you can turn the rotors. They're a little rust pitted. They're not bad, but he can't guarantee they won't be straight and not warped. And if you have a warped brake pedal, you're going to have a post-heading brake pedal. So I decided, because this is a business, put all new parts in, because I want to be safe on the road. And we're driving adults, we're driving teens, and when you run a business, you want to invest in safety. So you got to put people first. So by having new rotors and new brake pads and a new flex pipe, the car won't sound like a piece of garbage. And we will have a very, very, very short stopping distance. Okay? And that's really important. Like, you see how close I am? These brakes they're about 60%. If I had this, I would put fresh pads on here, at least on the front. The front does 70% of the stopping. And I find that for beginning drivers, they tend to really hit that brake hard and hit the gas pedal hard. So now we're at 20. Kind of sucks. That car shifted over, no blinker. So I'm using my field of vision from the left, middle, and then the right, and then checking my mirrors. And I'm looking ahead 3 or 4 cars. This is a lot of traffic. But this is what I need you to see out here, because we're not going to pretend that there's not traffic out here, and there is. So I'm just trying to be really smooth and very deliberate, very easy. You see all these trucks here. Oh, that water tastes so good. One day I will learn how to drive a semi. That's one of my goals. The traffic is starting to pick up again. But I've been to downtown Houston, Texas. This is nothing. They got 6 lanes of traffic in that southwest part of the region. oil, cattle. It's the biggest state. It's a lot going on. So this is nothing. So I think I have some videos in that too. So I'm just trying to be very smooth, very easy. And again, we're starting to get more light and your eyes have to adjust. But for people who have vision issues, younger people or older people, you got to really get those eyes. See, I'm losing my space again. And also this car has one headlight burned out. So in reality, we need to get that fixed because you can get pulled over and we need to get this fixed. So we need to talk to corporate and have them fix it. Or better yet, I need to take it in my hands, go ahead, buy a light, put it in myself, and fix it. So stop and go, stop and go. But if you're really hard on your brake pads, you're going to be replacing them every year. And we're just trying to settle down and be smooth. Ooh, you can see me now. So you see how the light changes, right? Looks like I have purple on, but really it's a multicolored shirt. It's red, white, and black stripes. Got a little vest on. It's the fall. Oh, let's speak about this. You shouldn't be wearing your little short shorts and your torn up shirt because if your car breaks down, you're going to freeze. And your little flip-flops. Dress for the weather. I'm dressed for the weather. I feel good, look good. If the car broke down, I can walk. And I got my little fancy boots on. They don't hurt my feet. We're starting to move, and now we're picking up again, so yay. But you can't get overly excited and hit the gas because around this curve there's another connector ramp that takes us out of the country. I'm real smooth and easy on the gas. We're at 60, which is fine. Plus, I don't like being behind this truck again because material could fall out of this truck. But I'm keeping my space. We're still at 60, but it's starting to pick up. So you're like, yay, can't wait. But this is the perspective of you after college, you working in corporate, social media, sports marketing, real estate, picking up clients. So you want to keep your car clean. I'm an upper casual dresser. I always try to look nice, shave, take care of yourself, nice crispy haircut. So you got to take care of yourself because you never know who's watching you. You only get a first impression to meet people, and I meet clients all the time who want to learn how to drive or social media. So I'm not on the gas, and then I see brake lights. You should be able to see all those brake lights. And I'm off the gas again. And you really have to read traffic. Your eyes have got to be connected. And then your foot has to connect with your eyes to keep space. A lot of beginners are either on that gas really hard or off the gas. It's no middle. And you'll learn speed control. So I'm doing speed control right now. And now I'm lifting my foot because I don't want to get close to this person. I wanted you to hear that truck, but we're not messing with them. And mentally, I feel real chilled. Gonna have a good day. I'm always positive. And you always have to be connected. There's a lot of semi-trucks out here, like a lot. Normally it's not. But I was reading something about this government requirement about semi-truck drivers. So I'm going to talk about that later once I find out more. So here's my gap. Do I stay here? Do I change lanes? I'm just going to stay here because traffic is moving smoothly. There's a car hauler. Have you seen one of those? That's the economic development. That's the 5 themes of geography, because we manufacture cars here and they're shipped around the world. So that's cool, man. This lane is moving pretty good. I can stay in all lanes. Some parts of our country have the HOV lane. You got to have more than one person. This area does not. So we're moving good. And then I'm gonna get over one lane just to show you a lane change. I check my blind spot. This guy could have got over. That's hogging. I'm lifting my foot again. See that car coming over? Lifting my foot, keeping my space. And you can see how fast things change. And I notice a lot of young adults kind of zone in and out. They're on medication or something. I'm not sure. And now I'm going to stay in the middle lane the rest of the way so you can see. It's just very congested. You see a lot of cars cutting over. I'm not a lane jumper. I tend to stay in one lane. And you can't let this environment change how you drive. I've seen a lot of drivers who get very frustrated easily and they just cut left, middle, right, left, middle, right. You can't do that. I smashed that sandwich. It was good. So I'm happy. A lot of times at work or school, people, they're haters. They don't want to see you happy. I come in like glowing, smiling, happy. And I'm blessed. I have a great boss who's very passionate, who will stand up for the employees. And your boss should be working for the employees, not the company. They got to put the employees first. Bosses don't talk, they listen. Okay? So I'm just keeping my space. Gas is good. If I was traveling an electric vehicle, charge is good. And I will, I'm gonna try to promise, bring you a POV video of an electric vehicle. We have a program here in our part of the country. For $50, you can rent an EV for the day, or $5 an hour. So you guys need to tell me, well, hey, get it a couple hours. See how it is. Because I'm very interested in getting an EV and using it, on the channel and really using that technology. So this is called gridlock. We're just here. They say people who have stickers on the back of their bumper tend to road rage. Are you still happy? Yeah, I'm still happy. I'm still chilled. There's got to be an accident or something going on, because normally we're past the exchange to take us out of the country, so there's something going on up here. I've seen cars flipped over, semi-trucks crash. And this is nothing. When you're deep, deep, deep Wyoming, Florida, there are traffic jams. We sit for hours, and it drives you crazy. I'm just taking my time. Chilled. You see cars cutting over. People lose their mind here. So you stay in the middle, be smooth, take your time. Normally it takes me about 27 minutes. I'm at 30. I'm immediately going to put this out and upload it and get it out. And you guys give me feedback. Do you like this? Is it helpful? Is it a waste of time? You know, What type of music should I have behind it? What type of editing you want me to do? So I don't want to waste your time. We're just here in stop and go traffic. So I want to say I appreciate you guys, and I will get this up as soon as I get to the office with a nice title and a good thumbnail. I love you. Appreciate you. Bye.